Hey, what's up, guys? I know I'm a little late to the party, but yesterday we got the official first impressions for Spider Man 2, and so I wanted to make a video going over basically the main points that I found the most interesting when it comes to the first impressions for Spider Man 2. So, yeah, let's get into it. So, the first takeaway that I got from the first impressions is apparently in Spider Man 2, there is going to be this thing you can do with the symbiote suit, and apparently it's called like the Surge. And people are saying that it's similar to the Rage mode in the previous God of War games. So, you'll press L3 and R3 whenever the meter is filled up, and you'll go into like a rage mode like Kratos does, and you'll just pretty much destroy everything in your path. And then obviously once it ends, you have to like build up a new combo in order to fill the meter again before you can do it again. So yeah, I mean, that is a very nice feature coming to this game. I have seen it, and yes, it looks really cool. Just think of if Peter Parker had rage like Kratos, and that's literally what it is. So the next takeaway that I got from the impressions is apparently, because obviously you'll be able to play as either Miles or Peter in this game, whichever one you choose to play as, and let's say you're randomly swinging through the city and you're fighting crime, whichever one you're playing as, the other Spider-Man will come to help you sometimes. So, I mean, that's very cool. So I wonder how Insomniac has done that, how they'll, will it be repetitive or will they switch it up? We'll have to wait and see. So another thing, and this is a big one, this is regarding the boss fights. So apparently the boss fights have been greatly improved upon compared to Spider-Man 2018 and Miles Morales, where pretty much in those games you would just have to dodge and just attack until the fight's over, and you wouldn't know how far you were in the fight. But now they have included health bars, so you can actually see like, oh, are you halfway through the fight? Are you almost done fighting the boss? And the way they showed that is they let people play the boss fight where symbiote Peter is fighting Lizard. So there's a health bar, and apparently people are also comparing this to like Souls games where you have to study the boss's moves and dodge at like the last moment. So that seems very cool. And yeah, I mean, I never thought the boss fights in the previous games were terrible, but the fact that apparently they've been greatly improved upon and you can actually see how far you are in the fight is obviously a nice bonus. And also another one that's very interesting is Spider-Man 2 is going to have 3 graphics modes. So the first one, which is the standard fidelity mode, is going to be 4K 30 FPS. And then the performance mode is going to be apparently 4K 60 FPS. Now, I'm assuming that's probably going to be upscaled, maybe like 1440p upscaled to 4K. But this is Insomniac we're talking about for the PS5 only. So who knows? It could be native 4K 60 FPS. And also, this game is going to support VRR and 120 Hz. So that's why that 4K 40 FPS mode is possible. So if you have a TV or a monitor that supports 120 Hz and VRR, then you can play Spider-Man 2 at a definite native 4K at 40 FPS. And also it's been confirmed that all 3 of these graphics modes will by default have ray tracing built into them, so there's no longer going to be a performance ray tracing mode like in the previous Spider-Man games. And they're saying there's no need for it. They've pretty much mastered how to, depending on whatever setting in the graphics mode that you choose, they figured out how to get you to play with the best frames at the best resolution. So that's insanely impressive. I can't wait to see how that actually works when I play the game myself. And also apparently the web swinging and the traversal in Spider-Man 2 is about 3 times faster than the original Spider-Man game back in 2018. Now, this isn't shocking because Insomniac is fully taking advantage of the SSD. And for those of you who have seen the new clips of the fast travel and how and how it's literally pretty much instantly, and it looks very, very cool. And yeah, whenever you see an actual side-by-side of Spider-Man 2018 compared to Spider-Man 2, you can tell the swinging is a lot faster, which is obviously awesome. And also the addition of the, I think they call it the wingsuit, when you're just gliding in the air, and like you can hit the tunnels of really fast air to go really, really fast. Man, that just looks amazing, and I can't wait to try that out. And apparently it's as simple as whenever you're swinging and you want to start just gliding, you'll just tap the triangle button. And now the final thing I want to discuss when it comes to these first impressions from Spider-Man 2 is the character models, because they have been way more detailed. So there's a lot more nuance whenever characters are talking and acting. So the stories are going to be better because you'll be able to see all the little nuances in their face and all the little details that only your subconscious picks up on. So it's going to make for a better, more engaging, realistic, believable story, and that's obviously a plus. And so yeah, I mean, all of these things sound phenomenal. There's obviously more things that I didn't mention, but these are just like my main takeaways for the first impressions for Spider-Man 2. And yeah, I mean, we're a little over a month away from finally being able to play this game, and yeah, I'm just very excited. But what do you guys think down below? Let me know your thoughts in the comments on these first impressions for Spider-Man 2. Alright guys, until next time, take it easy.